Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be my episode 3 review of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Another solid episode, and so far I'm really enjoying the series. This episode was all about breaking Zemo out of jail, and he's going to help them take down the Power Broker and the Flag Smashers. As you guys probably know from Civil War, he doesn't like superpowered people. He thinks they basically cause a big problem, which to a degree he definitely is right. So you can really see his point of view in this episode. He's like, I've got to work with these guys that I actually fought in the past in order to prevent more superpowered people in the future, and I really like that whole dynamic of bringing back a villain to work with the heroes to take down a different villain. So they head to Madripoor, which is a big city in the Marvel comics, and I'm hoping that it has ties to something X-Men related. There's a lot of X-Men stuff in the comics that happens there, so I'm just really hoping for a couple Easter eggs. But anyways, we learn that Sharon Carter has been on the run and is actually living in Madripoor this whole time, so she comes back in this episode, and she was a pretty good character in the Winter Soldier and in Civil War, and I'm glad that she gets more screen time here, and she has a really great action scene. She basically takes down a bunch of mercenaries, and it's a really good scene, and I'm sure we will be seeing more of her later on in the series. But back to Zemo, this episode is all about Baron Zemo. We learn that he's rich, he has his own jets, he's known in Madripoor, so obviously he's done some shady stuff in the past, and he had such a good scene with Bucky when he went to visit him at the jail and was talking to him about super soldier serum stuff. And before this conversation even starts, Zemo starts to say the words that trigger the Winter Soldier, and he just looks at him and he's like, no, not anymore, which I thought was really cool. But it looks like Bucky might still have a little bit of Winter Soldier in him. Zemo actually said he knows there's a little bit still in him, and then we actually hear the Winter Soldier theme when he goes off on some people in the bar. So maybe, just maybe, he's still got a little bit of Winter Soldier in him, which I'm really hoping there is, because I just want to see him go like Berserker mode one more time. We also got to learn about the scientist that brought the super soldier serum back, and he said that he has 20 vials still out there and that the Flag Smashers actually stole them, so we obviously know John Walker's probably going to get his hands on one of those, and I think the rest of them are either going to be destroyed or lead to future characters. How cool would it be if this series just set up Wolverine through the Weapons Plus program as Weapon X, or maybe someone like Thunderbolt Ross gets his hand on a serum and maybe combines it with gamma radiation to create something crazy, and I think maybe, just maybe, he will become the Red Hulk with one of those serums in a future MCU project, maybe even the She-Hulk TV series. They'll kind of build off on that story a little bit, but I think he's gotta be like a movie villain. There's no way he can be in a Disney Plus series. Like, this guy needs to be in a live action film. But I had a great time with this episode. It had a lot of action, it had a lot of great character moments. Zemo stole the show. This episode was all about him, and I'm really liking his character. In Captain America Civil War, we saw that he's like a really smart guy, but we didn't know that he was rich, we didn't know that he had fighting capabilities, we didn't know he was known in the criminal underworld. All of these great things that kind of play off of the comic book Baron Zemo, and I'm really happy that we're diving into that character a little bit deeper, and he gets his purple mask. So this episode was great. I really enjoyed it. I cannot wait for episode 4 next week on Friday, and maybe we will get our first look at the Power Broker, and I'm sure John Walker is probably going to get his dose of super soldier serum in the next episode, so I'm really excited to see what the effects are going to be on him, because he already seems pretty aggressive, so I'm assuming the serum is going to just amplify that. I'm just hoping for a Winter Soldier Berserker moment against Captain America John Walker. That would be really cool. Anyways, episode 3 was a really good time. Let me know what you guys thought about it down below. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Lots of MCU content coming out. Ontario is actually in a lockdown in April, so I'll be making a ton of content. But for now, that's the end of the video. Thank you again for watching. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video. And Tobey Maguire are going... Maguire? Why did I sound Irish?